You got to be so much kinder to people. When you just thinking shit like that helps you understand how people are. Like, you run into just about anybody, man, and it's like so easy to have someone in your life and enjoy the idea that they're an asshole and they deserve it. But if you spend just a speck of time thinking about it, it's like it sucks. In a weird way, it sucks.
Well, just wait until you have kids.
Well,
Then it gets really, really interesting because you start looking at people like they used to be babies. That's what happened to me.
I got a baby boy coming, man.
I know you do.
This is the first place I've said it.
Holy shit.
But I talked to my
Duncan's
wife.
gonna be your daddy.
She said it's okay. You can when you're in the early months, you I don't know why, but
People are scared. It's such a sacred thing. And it's a vulnerable thing to talk about. It makes you feel vulnerable. It makes you feel nervous, and because of that energy, you're worried about talking about it. I
fucking love it, dude. It is the most transformative. You hear all the time, to the point where I was suspicious of it. I was I don't. Stanhope has done this joke for a while, so I think I'm allowed to say it. Or you not? Should I not even? Or what's the rule?
Yeah. He doesn't do any of his old stuff.
He's got some of my favorite jokes of all time, many of them. But he's got this killer fucking joke about how pregnant people are like heroin addicts. They're like, just try it, you'll love it. Just try it. and then when you do it, you're stuck, you're trapped, which is how I used to think. But man, it's so humbling to realize that all the shit you heard was true. In the sense that you hear people say, oh no, it's psychedelic. It's psychedelic. Now, I always associated that with when the baby's born, there must be some serotonin or dopamine that gets released, not just in the woman. We know the woman's brain is flooded with oxytocin and a variety of things, the bonding chemicals. But, I thought, well, that clearly would happen for the father, maybe just not in the same level. So when people say it's psychedelic, that must be what they mean. But now I know, the birth hasn't happened yet, but just being in the presence of a person who's growing a life inside of their belly and realizing that the bonding that's happening there and this sacred duty is coming up of you being a father, and that a soul is coming into this dimension that is going to be completely dependent on you. And my wife, of course, wanting to keep her safe. And then, man, the combination of all these things is so incredibly psychedelic in the most beautiful way, and so humbling, because it's boy, oh boy, did I fucking tell myself that I'd figured out something really smart. And that was reproduction is a trick of the DNA, and this marriage thing and the baby thing is some kind of vestigial societal organ like the appendix. We don't need to do that. There's nothing to it. Obviously, I wasn't using that voice, but It was such a pretentious, fucking pompous, ridiculous place that I was standing at, which is to judge people for reproducing, enjoying the ability to judge because my parents reproduced. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's so humbling to realize oh, I was wrong. But I wasn't just kind of wrong. I was deeply, fundamentally, completely wrong about this phase of life and this, what's the word for it? This, in Hinduism, they call it an ashram, a monastery. It's called the Grihastha ashram. It's like a temple. It's considered to be like a temple, the family. Holy fuck, man. It's real. The rubbers hit the road, man. And it's it's really, really beautiful, though obviously a little scary.
Yeah. It's love. It's real love, and it's love where you're going to be able to love your children unconditionally in a very strange way that we really have a hard time with other people. And I think the thing about it is not just that you're bringing a life into this world, which is very psychedelic, but that your love bond with this kid is so ultimate. It's so intense the love that you have for each other too, raising the kid together. There's a thing that happens with people when they are just really deeply connected at a like a DNA level. Like this is a little person that is literally come out of nowhere from two bodies.
Yeah.
And it makes you realize how precious life is, how vulnerable we all are. And it makes you realize that, I mean, it's such a cliche phrase, the actual power of love.
Right.
And then it's not just the love of this kid or the love of yourselves, the two together and the family together and all the other, people that you love. It's the love of all people. It's the love.
Right.
It's just, we just really have a hard time loving people. We have a really hard time trusting that people are going to love us back, or that they're not going to get in our way, they're not going to be overly needy or annoying, or they're not going to be intrusive, or they're not going to tell you what to do, which is why people hate their fucking parents telling them what to do. Oh, love comes with this bullshit? Love comes with this nonsense? Love comes with fucking rules, and I have to be annoyed all the time, and I have to wear my suit on Sunday?
Yeah.
Fuck love. Fuck it. I don't want it.
Right.
And then that carries on. You develop these shields that you put up for the whole world because of that. That's one of the most common things that people do when in terms of like our definitions of love. We define it by the people that were supposed to be the lovers in our lives. But they're just unconditional kindness and love. So few people are balanced in the beginning of the relationship. It's just lust. And then after a while, you get annoyed with each other. And then you can't wait to get free and find somebody else who's going to make you happy.
Yeah.
And they don't make you happy either. And most of us in the early years of our lives in particular, we bounce around. We try to find a new person that's going to make us happy.
That's right.
And we attract the kind of people that are the most destructive for us. I mean, for some strange reason, we're always looking to be distracted.
Yes.
And when you can learn how to abandon that, and it's not a learn like now I know, it's a slow, gradual process where the instances of cuntiness occur less frequently.
Right.
Less and less and less and less frequently till you're more and more and more kind. And then you get it as good as you can get it on any given day.